Before this video begins, I'd like to give a special thanks to the people listed on screen for supporting me on Patreon. Okay, I did not... It doesn't feel any better, but whatever, fuck it, let's go. Let's go, GT3, Watkins Glen, with a not at all stable setup. But there's really nothing I can do about it. Maybe if I actually knew how to do literally anything. Fortunately, I don't. Alright, anyways. So, here we go. Let's load up this bitch and try to not spin the car everywhere. Yeah. Gonna spin the car everywhere. Most likely.
Skins are ready, press the restart button.
Okay. Alright, that was interesting. It just fucking crashed. Well then. Let's have that not happen again. That was, okay. Not sure what the heck happened there, but, okay.
Skins checked, nothing new, carry on.
Might have got the checks in error. Look inside the different cars. Looks like we're gonna have 9 people here. Well then. You sure that wasn't Florida Man? Yeah, I should probably go to soft tires for quali. That'd be a good idea. Look at all these things. I don't know what they do. Excuse me. Hello, Just Gene. And Denny. Yeah, this is SRS. Okay. Well, let's see how slow I am. That's an interesting livery on that Glick in front of me. Oh, it's Joe. I remember Joe. He's a lad. Yeah, this is the GT3 1 hour. It's like I've got 8 people in there. What a lad. Oh, jeez. Ah. Didn't have 20-minute quality. Why is that? Does it conflict with other things, I'm guessing? What is with this fucking setup? God, I hate this. Okay, you know what? Fuck it. I'm loading this bitch in. I don't care if I'm slower with it. What was I gonna do? There's only one setup for this on the market. The hell was I gonna do? Oh yeah, gearing. This shit longer. Put tofu in to add weight. But won't that also add skids? Deja vu, etc. Racing Island GT3. I need to look for like a league or something to do, because I don't know. I would just like to do that. Preferably a fixed setup league, so I don't have to worry about not being able, my inability to set up the car, and having, you know, no sim friends to help me out with that. Nor would I ask, because I'm that kind of person. Man, the left front gets freaking toasty. Ooh. Toasty. Nice and smooth. Oh, Joe must have fucked up T1 or something. That's from 9 p.m. races. The problem is that might conflict with my work schedule, because I go to work at 10 p.m. on work nights, which this is not a work night, thankfully. So the only league I'd be able to join is something that would, like, basically have the race end before 9 p.m. Eastern. Actually, preferably before 8, but still. Love no work nights, same. Of course, I'm going to have to go back to work tomorrow after, you know, I had 2 scheduled nights off, and I also called in two nights as well because of being sick. Can keep bitching completely longer. Oh god. Dude, same. I just wish I could play every game simultaneously. Because I want to play every game, especially racing game. Help. Alright, what did I run? A 49.8. Okay. Slow down way too much for the bus stop. There's slow and fast out, and then there's that. Don't record a lot. I'm hoping the roads aren't slick tomorrow night when I go into work, because, you know, rear-wheel drive. Show YouTube I can do it. You are the Wave Race 64. Slow in, slow out. Mine is try to not fuck it up, as I proceed to fuck it up constantly. Oh, this Ferrari is gonna be in my way. Okay, he ceased being in my way. Fuck. Had a feeling that was gonna happen. Way too early on the brakes. Slow in, miss the apex, slow out, drift wide. That's the line. Somehow not dead. Yeah, don't forget to cook the tires, exactly. It's okay, left front's gonna be well done by the end of this session. It's a little love tap, you know. Keep running wide there. I need to stop that. Understeer. I think the front tires are a little overheated. Yeah, so let's look at Twitter while going around a corner. That's a good idea, right? This is how you bus stop. Change my mind. uploaded. Speaking of, I need to upload the rest of this month's Underground 2 videos. Should probably do that after this stream. Maybe practice for Saturday's Suzuka race in GT Sport. Oh shit, I'm gonna run out of gas. Quickly, finish the lap! Go! Oh, damn it. Ran out before the lap was over. Okay. Ooh, I'm 7th so far. Hell yeah, I suck. It feels across the line. God, reminds me of one race. I was actually like dominating the race, but I somehow didn't put enough fuel in for the entire race. So, on top of just spinning the car, blowing the lead that way, I also ran out of gas about halfway. Was a damn shame. Final 2 laps. Suzuka's going to be interesting since it's a 1-hour race as opposed to 40 minutes. Extra fuel strats. I mean, I kind of know, no matter how much I practice, I'm still going to be the slowest guy in the field. I mean, you know, look at the last race. And Suzuka's arguably a tougher track than Interlagos, so... Oh god. Fucking F on that. Hey, Junior. In terms of performance, not doing too well. In terms of the actual stream, it's alright. In terms of overall, I'm alright. Probably won't be able to join tomorrow, because the time that I have between me waking up and going to work, I want to try to do post-game stuff in Let's Go. Get that goddamn Mewtwo. And this fucking recover spam. Oh, am I gonna make it? Oh my god, no I'm not. Didn't make it. Is that my NASCAR line? Final lap NASCAR. Fucking Mewtwo, I know, right? Save my Master Ball. See, I didn't even have a chance to use my Master Ball because you have to actually beat it in battle before you can try to catch it in Let's Go. It's off in suspension, A or B. Just overall, or... whatever. I'll see what I can do. Alright. Oh god, that's way too many things. I don't want to touch it. What happened when I lowered the rear ride height a little bit? Better not. Just don't touch it. Just don't touch it. Just don't break it. Don't break it. Just don't break it. Breaking it, just don't. if I touch it, it'll be worse. Because I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just pressing buttons. Motherfucker just ran a 45.4. Alright. If I can get into the 48s, that'd be great. I would almost feel proud. Let's actually take it a little slow so I don't overheat the left front before I actually get started. Let's wait until my actual flying lap to burn it down. I'll consider it, Junior. I am kind of looking for a sim league, but I was kind of looking more a setup. God damn it! Out me way! Out me way, you bum! Anyways, I'm looking more for a Assetto league, but I'll think about it. That was a late turn in. This is how you bus stop. This is how you stop buses. This is how you bust my nuts. If I had time, I'd almost be tempted to do a lap on medium tires. See if I can keep pace with the lower. Am I gonna make it? Am I gonna make it? Just barely. Don't get invalidated. There we go. Hey, I actually hit the final turn right for once. Ooh, I'm close to a 47. Okay. Hooray, I actually found some pace. For one whole lap. I'm wondering if I should just run hard tires for the race. It looks like the left front's gonna get a lot of punishment. Daniel with the 45.2. Jesus. Shit. What, English? What am I doing? God, I suck. Okay, so... You know what, I'm gonna start on hard tires just to see what happens. Nice. Oh, people will make up rumors about anything. Jesus. I should probably set up my pits. Stop. Be a good idea. Alright. Here we go. 1 hour. GT3. Why do I always do that? I always shift into second gear way too soon. Still got a good launch, though. Oh! Fucking Yeetus McFleetus, holy shit. Saw that coming in my radar. Alright, so, super death. I feel like that guy was just here to grief. Might have a griefer in here. Not sure though. People forget there is a corner. Yeah, that is true. Oh well. Whoever crashed, gone. Alright. Yeah, I don't think it was a griefer. I just think he forgot to brake. Inexperience. Says one of the least experienced people in sim racing. Ha. At least it wasn't my fault. For once. Fuck. Car is very, not happy here with this fuel weight. That was a very weird, angle that they'd be taking a shit. Cameron. Let's drive very slow because I don't know what I'm doing. Also, I seem to be the only person that opted for hard tires. Can't wait for this to bite me in the dick. God, I've completely forgotten everything about this track. Holy shit. He's like shitting and praying at the same time. What am I doing? Once again, I've completely forgotten how to Watkins Glen. Like 100%. There goes another one. And another one bites the dust. Oh, yeah, it's Joe. Mr. fucking super aggressive. He is quite aggressive, I have to say. Understeer, go! He's also way faster than me. Oh my god. Why did I go with hard tires? Why am I defending so heavily? That's another question. Why am I defending so heavily? I honestly should just let him go. You're really happy about 20 minutes? Are you sure about that? Plus no yeets? Oh, he's yeeting. That's a bad place to yeet, Joe. Too far away to commit to that. Or if Joe remains with me, I don't know. You don't do that in the bus stop. You're not Daniel Hemrick. You can't go fucking just send it 3 wide through a bus stop. Again, Joe's a little too aggressive for his own good from what I've seen. Like, he's got pace, he's just too aggressive. At the best of times. Well, I'd say at the best of times, I don't fucking know. I don't race around him enough because he's way faster than me. Oh, God. Car just gave up. Don't hit the wall. For the love of God, don't hit the wall. Would've been like, the fuck? One thing I definitely try to keep reminding myself is to try not to get salty. There are way too many, way too much salt already in sim racing. I'm just like, oh, okay, well, that was dumb. Moving on. Here he come. Here comes Speed Racer. He's a demon on wheels. Yeah, it really isn't. My thought process was like, okay, well, the left front's gonna overheat, so maybe a hard would be a good idea. Guess what wasn't a good idea? Needs sodium chloride. Yes. Big McThankies from McSpankies. I'm struggling. One time he doesn't eat it. Ooh. Oh. I think he touched the curb. Was my steering bent? I think my steering's bent. Yep. Alright, well. At least this will give me the excuse of putting on mediums. Should I take fuel? I don't think I should. Pick up the phone because I fucking called it. Oh, he back, by the way. Oh wait, no, that's... yeah, it is. Yeah, windshield's got a few cracks, nothing major. Be interesting to see what his incident average is. I mean, I probably should have, but I'm dumb. Yeah, he's got a hell of a livery on that thing. Okay, whatever. Add some fuel, medium tires. Repair bodies. Actually, don't repair the body, just repair the suspension. Hey, survivor. Why not just pit him? Because I don't want to be that guy. Aggressively bright for an aggressive driver. Okay, car's better. Let's do some laps. No, I won't, Harry. Besides, I still have to make my mandatory stop because that wasn't even in the pit window. Same survivor, I don't fucking know. Whatever. I mean, this was basically going to be my race anyways, just riding around on my lonesome back here. More of a matter of when, not if. Have fun with that, Cameron. All 300 hours of it. Yeah, don't be mean to Emil and 100% it. Don't do it. It's not worth it, man. Alright, see you later, Gene. Thanks for, watching. Is that a challenge? No, that's a plea for your sanity. Okay, it's your funeral. It really is, Harry. Some good chill shit. I think so, Reflector. And a sense of pride and accomplishment. So here we have a nice Sunday drive around Watkins, Glen International. In our Nissan GTR. I mean, it's really 100%ing GT4 is more about the destination, or the journey than the destination. Like, you don't 100% it for the black FGT, you 100% it for the... just... yeah. To be known as one of the most insane people on planet Earth. Not sure what the hell I was thinking there, but it wasn't right. Can be. Again, it's about the experience. I mean, to be fair, I think I've done dumber shit to achieve 100% in the game. Looks at Pokemon Red. Yeah, I see that, Cameron. Actually, GT5 is worse to 100% than GT4 because of all the fucking actual grinding you have to do to unlock the Nürburgring 20 to 40. Know what I mean? Okay, I'm losing my mind. I just heard a fucking Pokemon confirm sound. Whoa. Like, I heard the fucking click as if someone pressed A in a Pokemon game. I'm losing it. Oh shit, almost lost the car as well. Yeah, and then grinding again in B-Spec. Which isn't quite as bad, because you can just have B-Spec on in the background and just do whatever. But, you know, A-Spec, you actually have to drive for fucking 100 hours just to unlock a single race. Yeah, getting the gold in the X2010 challenge is, a very large request in terms of player skill. It's like fighting a super boss. Oh my Jesus. What am I doing? Still don't beat mission 34, rip. Except the super license in GT5, that shit's easy to get gold. Because the overtake challenges are far easier than the time trials. And that's all the S license is overtake challenges. Why am I in third? What am I doing? I need to get my head in the game here. Jesus fuck. Ooh. Ah, shit. It's okay, I'm only like 53 seconds behind Joe. I got this. Epic comeback engage. God, yeah, those license tests at lock-on stability is just like, ah! Oh, GT6, in terms of licenses, GT6 is like by far the easiest. Mostly because GT6 is a piss easy game in general. That's probably the biggest problem I have with GT6 is it's so stupidly easy. Like, uh-oh, 3 seconds behind the leader as we begin the final lap. Wouldn't it be a shame if we slowed down the leader by 3 seconds? Late on brakes. That somehow worked. I don't know how. GT5 AI were better, just because they didn't have nearly as ridiculous... Well, actually, I don't think they had any, but nearly as ridiculous rubber banding. Like, GT6's rubber banding was... It was honestly insulting that they would slow down the cars like 3 or more seconds a lap just because, oh no, you might not win if we don't do this. Yeah, GT5's AI was good. I mean, again, I thoroughly enjoyed the Le Mans 24. Because, like, I felt like I had to work to get the lead and maintain it. Once I finally got up there after 10 hours. Grid start. I mean, that is one of the things I admittedly miss from GT, are grid starts for every race. Or at least, like... If you're gonna have rolling starts, at least make them, like, you know, make sense, not have, you know, single file start with every car, like, fucking 20 lengths between each other. Like, it wasn't so much that they got rid of grid starts, it's that the rolling starts make no sense. I mean, they got rolling starts right in GT2 and kind of 3. I mean, they were still single file, but at least everyone was bunched together. We're not even halfway yet. It's okay, I'll get lapped soon, so at least there will be other cars on screen for a short time. Way to go, Cameron. I'm gonna have to restart the entire LP, I don't know. I still need to, like, record the end of, oh my god, what am I doing? Too aggressive on the curbs. Alright, anyways, I still need to record, like, the actual end of Underground 2. You know, where I figure out why I'm only at 99%. Because haha, fuck console players. Very good, Cameron. What's happened here? Oh, I think he's given up. Yeah, he went back to the pits, okay. Man says given up. Bonk. There we go. Now that's how you actually do the bus stop. There's a wall of text I'd like to read, but I can't. Fucking late epic troll. You get the M3 GTR, lol. Burp, because I'm professional, it's okay. No better than me picking my nose on stream. Because my nose fucking hates me. At least I haven't jacked off on stream yet. Haven't gone full dark side Phil. Man, Joe is struggling. It's fast, but he seems to be making a lot of mistakes. Oh wow, Snake. And my condolences. That's awful. Nice and smooth. Oh, that was a hella slide. Okay, somehow turned this lap into a PB. Not sure how. Other than I suck. Oh god. I gotta take this turn differently almost every lap. Say a couple more laps and I'm gonna get lapped. Also, you just make my pit stop, like before I actually get in their way. That would be the best course of action. But not this lap, because I'm on pace for a PB. Not anymore. That was bad. Always turn in too late on that final turn. Whoa. Oh, leaders are pitting. Okay, never mind. Guess I can ride it out. I tried to throw it down. Car didn't want to comply. That didn't quite work out. Wheel. The inner machinations of my mind are an enigma. what are you doing running 49s? What the hell are you doing, man? What are you doing, man? What happened, Joe? Barnacles, Patrick? What did you eat?
Some chicken, some roast beef, a pizza.
Nah, I mean just this morning.
Some chicken, some roast beef, some pizza.
Dude, they should totally do a fucking in memoriam SpongeBob marathon. Just of seasons 1 through 3. That's it. Slight confusion. Be a disappointment if we did it. I know, right? Like, SpongeBob is Nickelodeon's flagship series. And has been for the past over a decade, almost 2. If Cartoon Network can get away with 48-hour Bugs Bunny marathons, Nickelodeon can easily do a fucking SpongeBob marathon. By the way, I love those 48-hour Bugs Bunny marathons. That was good shit. Now I want to watch Bugs Bunny cartoons, specifically Rhapsody Rabbit, because that's my favorite. Da-dun! Da-da-da-da-da! Da-da-da-da-da-da! Da-da! Da-da-da-da! I just realized Joe's on hard tires. Remember when cartoons were well written? I remember the first season of My Little Pony. I mean, what?
Where's the leak, ma'am?
No, I'm not. I'm humming shit that was played during the frickin' Rhapsody Rabbit Bugs Bunny cartoon. You know, the one where he did a piano concert and got trolled by a mouse throughout the entire thing. It wasn't Tom and Jerry, I swear. Weren't all 3D shit, or these, like, the same looking Flash animation. That never happened, Jake. I don't know what you're talking about. What's up, Matt J? Remember Viper Concept? So 2D cartoons were all made in Japan or in Flash, like I said. Again, even some anime, like a lot of animes, move into a 3D animation. I think Matt's uploaded a few videos recently. Like 3D animation while still trying to keep the 2D anime look. Sometimes it works, sometimes you get the reboot. I think it was Reboot. Wasn't it Reboot? I don't remember. There's some, like, 3D animated anime that looks fucking awful. From what I've, like, heard and seen. Alright, I'm gonna pit next lap. Other times you get Initial D. I've never actually watched, like, Initial D, so I couldn't say about the animation quality. I mean, sometimes you can have bad animation and still have a really good show. Look at Code Lyoko. The 2D animation was fucking stiff and awful, and the early 3D animation was pretty bad as well. But god damn it, that show was great. Fucking love Code Lyoko. Code Lyoko will reset it all. Code Lyoko. I remember fucking turning up my TV full volume on like the first episode when they like do the underground scene and they just have the theme song playing. Just like, yeah, this is my fucking jam. Gee, I wonder why I got that purple section. Maybe it's because I fucking slid into the corner like an idiot. I'll die if Pokemon goes 3D. I mean, I think they probably like blend 2D and 3D animation. I haven't watched any like recent Pokemon, so I couldn't tell you. Kind of like how they did with the Dark Side Dimensions Yu-Gi-Oh movie. Like, they kind of have, like, the high quality, of course, since it's a movie, but also, like, the really crazy 3D animation on top of it for all the monsters. I hope I put enough fuel in. It said 19 minutes, so... Recent Pokemon isn't that good. I've heard like the Sun and Moon series has actually been better because it actually has like character development and stuff and just better writing in general. Apparently Jesse and James aren't completely incompetent morons. Slowest picture I've ever seen. I know, right? Well, at least I don't have to worry about getting in the way of the leaders. Oh yeah, I have grip now. Forgot about that. The only problem I have, from what I've seen of the Sun and Moon season of the anime, is Ash's design. He looks very One Piece. Like modern One Piece. Kind of weird. Like, I know why they stick with Ash, but I kind of would like to see either a fucking spin-off or series or something with a different protagonist. I really, really like that miniseries they did, chronicling, what was it, Pokemon Origins or whatever? Fucking GT5 refueling, it's like 1 milliliter per second. Yeah. Again, I see why they stick with Ash, because maybe, you know, he could still be really, really popular character in Japan. So, you know, they might lose ratings if they replace Ash with a different protagonist. Which is why I would like, you know, like the whole spin-off idea. Jesus! I didn't eat it into this turn for once. Could I be getting closer to that elusive 47? By God, I'm gonna get it. Finally got a 47. Only took me an entire hour. Meanwhile, as everyone up front, you know, just casually flicks off 46s and faster, you know, as you do. Yes, this is Watkins Glen. And yes, this is a very fun track. Me like you, the Glen. Just wish I wasn't so damn bad at it. Too fast, too fast, too fast. Okay, we're good. I'll get back with you on that, Jake. Does Joe clean this? Actually, about that. Had a couple get-togethers with him earlier in the race, which is one reason why I'm so far behind. I mean, the other part is I'm just slower than everybody else, but we had a couple of incidents. I'll show on the replay after the race. Oh my god, what am I doing? If the replay actually records the start of the race in the first few laps. Very slow. Pretty sure I take this whole track very slow. This is what happens when you put casual pleb in a sim. Hell no, it's not my birthday. Not even close. My birthday's in fucking April. You mean Happy Rusev Day? Shit, Jake. You need to have your ass emote privileges removed. JK, it's kind of still funny. That's how you do that, right? Me? Good. What have we missed so far? Terrible driving by me. Well, not terrible, just slow. Which I'm sure is terrible in a lot of people's eyes. Like, you know how, I don't know, actually I don't know if you're around for my EST, right? My GT Sport League races, Mike, but if you are, remember anything about those. Imagine that, except translated to the Assetto. That's basically how tonight's been going. I mean, I haven't crashed. I got wrecked, but I haven't, like, wrecked myself in a race. I just fucking sucked. Can I protest? Nah, it wasn't blatant, it was just driver error. I think what happened was, like, the guy to my inside hopped the curb and just kind of lost control, and I happened to be there while he was attempting to catch it. this race been going? Well, after the wreck and the suspension repairs I had to do, very, very boring. Because I've been all alone throughout the entire race. Because I'm way slower than all 5 people in front of me, and I'm way quicker than the 1 person behind me. I need to stop doing that. Keep apexing way too soon. Sixth in the 7-person race. It's okay. I finished 18th in the 23-man race earlier. Get a coach to help me out. Yeah, if only. If fucking only. Problem is, I don't know anybody. I don't have any connections to anybody. Can't just be like, hey, Jimmer. NASCAR is dead. Nah. It's just on a decline. I'm hoping with this new chairman, he, like, you know, whenever, since he says any option is fucking on the table for 2020, I'm really hoping that that leads to some really positive rule changes. I need to stop braking so goddamn late for this turn. NASCAR is IndyCar, except NASCAR is IndyCar, except what if our drivers didn't die? Honestly, I don't know. I don't see much in comparison between NASCAR and IndyCar myself. It's like, oh hey, they both run ovals, except IndyCar doesn't do it nearly as much, and it's also far more dangerous. Okay. Is that all? Yeah, I'm talking about, like, today, though. Like, it's... IndyCar... By today's safety standards, IndyCar is far more dangerous than NASCAR. Like, you can fucking... I mean, it's happened. You can get a fucking 200-mile-per-hour flippy flip into the fence, fucking car explodes, and just walk out. In NASCAR. Do that shit in an IndyCar. They're picking what's left of your body off the ground, and... yeah. I mean, like, I don't mind people talking shit about NASCAR because, you know, the product is pretty stupid and gimmicky, I will admit. But if, like, there's anything NASCAR is still top of the game on, it's driver safety. And I'll forever respect them for that. Like, as much stupid shit as they've done to gimmick the series and try to keep, you know, keep ratings... At least they're keeping the fucking little pieces of flesh inside the cars, like, you know, alive and in the correct placement. A new PB as I begin the final lap. See someone send the Prius. Dude, I can't wait for the... I might have to watch an Xfinity race next year just to see the Supra in action. So I'm really intrigued by that NASCAR Supra. I think it looks really nice. Plus, you know, the fact that they're racing a goddamn Toyota Supra in NASCAR is just hilarious to me. Like, positively hilarious, not like, haha, this is so stupid, fuck Toyota, fuck NASCAR. This has been a terrible final lap. As I do. NASCAR minivans. Yeah, I've seen the 2019 Ford supercar. It looks fucking cool. Like, it looks weird, but it looks cool. The rear wing on the Mustang is so massive. It's so fucking huge. Looks like a goddamn Pikes Peak wing. Okay, 6th place. Bloop. Must have been an epic battle for the win. Shit. I forgot about the T1 punt from whoever forgot that brakes exist. Okay, well there's that.